Virat Kohli, Virat Kohli, Virat Kohli. What has gone wrong for Virat Kohli? Again, love another duck. His second duck of this World Cup, his fourth single digit score this World Cup, in a T20 World Cup for that matter. Kohli boss is supposed to be the king of T20 World Cups. For India, this guy has been the highest run scorer so many times in such situations. He always does well. But suddenly, I don't know, that opening slot is clearly not suiting him.
That's clearly not suiting him, Siddhant. And I had mentioned this before as well. I think the start of the tournament for any guy is really, really important. I'm not saying that Virat Kohli is out of form. We have seen in this the recent IPL, he was the orange cap holder. He won that. He was the highest run getter. He came into the tournament with so many Indians investing their belief in him that here is a guy who has. Siddhant keeps on saying that.
I love Virat Kohli. I am a huge
Everyone loves
admirer.
Virat Kohli.
I'm a huge
Yes,
fan.
as a batter, I also love Virat Kohli. But these are situations when
Yeah.
you are left with nothing but you have to say that the opening slot isn't suiting him. Yes, I think just because of the IPL, the management thought that this is the best way out. But I think this is a muddle now. Not just for Virat, but for Indian cricket as well, because you have a guy. Siddhant, you remember in the previous discussion as well, a couple of days back, I said this that there's actually an option for this Indian team to put Virat back to number 3 and maybe open with Yashasvi Jaiswal and Rohit Sharma. And you can actually go on to drop someone like a Ravindra Jadeja because he's anyway not proving his worth in this tournament, right? So that way, Virat will also be back on his preferred position, and you will also have a guy, the left-hander at the top with Rohit Sharma. Because I'll tell you, I'll throw in this quick stat. I had done this before as well, but then again, I'll tell you one very interesting stat about Virat Kohli. About a single digit, he has been dismissed in single digits at number 3 position just once in 24 innings. That is in T20 World Cups.
Okay.
And at all other
So this is for number 3.
That was for number 3. Just once in 24 innings, he has been dismissed for a single digit score in T20 World Cups while batting at number 3.
Okay.
And while batting at every other position in T20 World Cups, he has out on single digit scores 5 times in 6 occasions.
No, you look at his scores, love. It's 1 of 5 versus Ireland, 4 of 3 versus Pakistan, a first ball duck, a golden duck against USA, then a runner ball 24 against Afghanistan, followed by some semblance of hope for all of us, thinking that 37 of 28 against Bangladesh, and he should be back in form. But then again, today, 0 of 5 balls, the 5th ball he got out against Australia. He's trying to be aggressive. Again, he tried to pull that delivery, did not catch the middle of the bat. And I think he'll be very, very disappointed. You saw him applauding Rohit Sharma for the kind of innings he was playing, for the sixes, for those fours. He was already pumped up. But I'm just missing that Virat Kohli with the bat.
We all are.
I think for India, it will be a defining factor if this guy comes back to form and all of them are firing. I think we are winning the cup.
And also the fact that Siddhant, think about this. Before this match, before actually Shivam Dube played that innings against Australia, he had scored 78 runs, and you call him out of form. Virat Kohli, who you think is in peak form, has scored 65 runs in this World Cup.
He's clearly not in peak form. A guy hasn't.
He came into the World Cup.
He came into the World Cup in peak form. See, with Kohli, the history also plays a huge role. The guy has done this n number of times. Yes, you got to call a spade a spade. And currently, Virat Kohli is woefully out of form, not working for him right now. But you know what he brings to the table and what he can do. He's done that n number of times in the past. And right now, I think so. I'm also thinking about the past because presently, we are not seeing anything.
Yeah, because see, Virat doesn't have to prove anything to anyone because he has done that already.
N number of times.
Virat Kohli isn't just a name that plays cricket, right? But what we are missing is because he has set the standard so high that you just cannot see Virat Kohli out of form for so long. A couple of bad knocks, we understand. But then a string of low scores, that too in a World Cup. India has been winning their matches, all of their matches, despite Virat Kohli not scoring. But then think about this, like I said for Rohit Sharma, that he was back in form against Australia. What if Virat Kohli is also back in form and we suddenly have an explosive opening pair, right?
I'm just keeping my fingers. I don't want to keep my fingers crossed. Every time we try to do this, it's not working. I just pray and hope that in the next game, in the semis, Virat Kohli gets a big one. He got a big one against New Zealand in the 2023 ODI World Cup semi-final, if you guys remember. I'm hoping that, the number of runs he hasn't scored in the past 6 games, all of them combined, come through for us in the semis and the final. That will be great. But right now, we all have to say that Virat Kohli is actually not at his not even at his worst. Like, it is worse than worse from Virat Kohli by his standards. So yeah, I think I'll leave it at that.
I will just quickly add to that just one thing. I raised this up before as well. I'll do this again. Remember, Virat Kohli didn't travel to USA with this entire Indian team.
Yeah.
He came in late, because of which he missed that practice match as well. That's why I say that starting of the tournament well was very important for Virat. He didn't get match practice. He was suddenly drafted into the side, and having no clue about the conditions in USA, which were heavily favoring the bowlers. Virat got out in the first match, then second match, then third match, and then suddenly you had those string of bad performances, and he had no belief. Suddenly it felt like Virat Kohli is having no faith in himself. Suddenly it looked like that.
At least he got a few runs once they came to the
Once
Caribbean.
they came in the Caribbean, yes, he
today
got
again
a few
a
runs.
duck.
And again a duck. So you actually need that confidence. You need to back yourself that yes, you can play those sort of innings again. But then when you have those string of poor performances, I think the players also just try to bail themselves out of it. I think that's what happened with Virat Kohli once again, and that's clearly not working out for him. But then we seriously hope that he finds his mojo back and we get that vintage Virat Kohli. We get to see that vintage Virat Kohli actually in this World Cup, because see, Siddhant, frankly, you never know. You actually can't say that where will these players be after this World Cup, though your Virat Kohlis and Rohit Sharmas. You probably,
especially with Gautam Gambhir coming in, perhaps. but
you probably are seeing the last of Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma in a T20 World Cup. You never know.
But I think Rohit Sharma, yes, Virat Kohli probably will see another one.
You can't say, right?
You can't say. Nobody can say it for sure.
So any opportunity that he gets to play
I think
this
he
World
needs to
Cup,
make the
he
most
needs
of
to
it.
make the most of it, and should just give those Indian fans something to cheer for as well. We'll keep it at that. Having said that, and thank you so much everyone for watching and showering your love. Keep doing that. Keep liking our videos, and do subscribe to our channel, Sports Hook.